It's Ryan here, DP Marketing.Services, author on the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. It's all blurry. Thanks, Google. And host of Blue Collar CEO. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I know you're busy. Hey, coming at you with a video. I'm going to try to keep this one pretty brief. Look, if you're a plumbing, if you're HVAC, if you're electrical, if you're a home services company at all, and you're looking at hiring a marketing agency or maybe bringing in an internal marketer for your business, awesome. Good for you. That's a big step. If this is your first time making that move, either hiring a vendor or hiring a staff, it can be nerve-wracking. If you've done it for a while, you maybe have learned some maybe practices that aren't super helpful. So I came up with 5, just 5 things that you can probably start doing today, like do's and don'ts of how to help manage the relationships that you're looking to establish, right? Because the idea is you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to get more leads, get your phone ringing, get your guys running. Like all those things are good. You want to make sure you can do everything you can to set up whoever you're hiring to help with their marketing for success. And again, that could be an outside marketing partner, that could be an internal marketer, doesn't matter. You want to make sure that they have everything they need to succeed, because when they do good, then you're going to do good. So here's 5 things I came up with. I'm curious to know what you would say. So if there's something I don't say, leave a comment below. I'd like to hear from you. So first one, do set SMART goals. By SMART goals, that's actually an acronym that's on our blog. I won't go through here, but basically it means specific, measurable. What's A? I don't remember A. Basically, goals that you can actually hit and achieve and accomplish. They're not just made up sort of arbitrary things. You can count them. You know you're going to hit them. You have a plan. Make sure that they're SMART. And obviously, I can't remember what SMART stands for right now, so I'm not smart. But don't. So do get SMART goals. Don't fly by the seat of your pants. So if you're trying to say, hey, we want a 10% growth in inbound leads, or we need a 10% reduction on our lead acquisition cost, whatever your goal is, cool, specify it, say it, make sure it's specific and it's measurable and all those things that you can actually track it. But don't just be like, we just want to grow. Be very specific about the thing you're trying to accomplish so it helps everyone be on the same page. 2, ask how your marketing vendor, agency, or internal marketer, ask how they measure progress. Okay. Every channel and every type of marketing is going to be measured a different way. So you just want to ask how is that particular agency or partner or employee, how are they going to be measuring their own progress? It's not always about leads. But you need to know exactly what it is, and don't use the wrong metric. So do ask how they are going to measure progress, and don't use the wrong metric. So if you're going to be doing a golf ball campaign and drop off a bunch of logoed golf balls at all the area golf courses, I don't know. Don't expect your phone to blow up overnight, because that would be the wrong metric. So do ask how they're going to measure the progress, but don't use the wrong metric. 3, do monitor and share data. Okay. Whoever you hire, agency, vendor, internal, they're going to have a lot of data and tools at their disposal, hopefully, that they can track and measure things on their end. Also, you need to make sure you're tracking and measuring things on your end too. So make sure that you're doing that. But instead of just hoarding the data, make sure you're sharing it back, right? It's helpful for the marketers to know the whole cycle of the customer process. Otherwise, a lot of marketers go dark once you guys pick up the phone. And don't hide information that will be useful. So do monitor and share data, and don't hide information that will be useful. So here's an example: ROI. A lot of you guys look for things with higher ROI. You want marketers with high ROI. Totally get it. But here's the secret: marketing doesn't do ROI. Operations does ROI. Most marketers do not have access to what's your booking rate, what's your average ticket, like what's your closing average when your guy goes out to the house. Those are the things that are going to influence your ROI. If your marketers know, hey, these are our most successful zip codes, these are our most successful product lines, these are our most successful times of day. If you share that back, cool. Now they can start optimizing for ROI. But if you're keeping that information to yourself, your marketer has no idea. They're just getting the phone to ring, and that's where they're left in the dark. So don't hold them responsible for data that you have if you're not sharing. Keep the conversation open. 4, do make a priority to meet regularly. Okay. It doesn't need to be every week. It should be more than once a year. You should have a regular meeting cadence, either with your marketing vendor or your internal staff. Every channel is going to be different on how frequently you'd want to have a cadence. If you're doing things like PPC, if you have a very large PPC budget, let's say it's a $50,000, $100,000 a month PPC budget, you can probably get an update on a weekly basis. You'll have enough data coming in. If your PPC budget is $500 a month, once a month might be too often. It's just not going to get through the system fast enough to learn. So do make a priority to have a regular meeting cadence, and don't no call, no show. Because what happens a lot of times, people they'll prioritize other things. They've got to run to Lowe's. They've got to do whatever, and totally get that stuff happens. But then you're going to feel left out of what's happening and why is this and why don't I hear any updates? In reality, it's got to be a priority for both parties, for either a vendor that you hire and also, or obviously a staff, and also yourself. Everyone's got to be committed to making sure that we're prioritizing your progress as you're trying to grow your business. Last one, number 5, do be collaborative. Have conversations, take feedback, vice versa. When you are trying to hire an agency or an employee in the business, you're going to be looking for someone that has expertise, hopefully better than you. So it's important that you foster that sort of communication, that you want to elicit their experience, elicit their insight, elicit their expertise, so that they can help guide you through the process of meeting the goals that you've outlined earlier. But don't leave your vendor on an island. If you never communicate with them, if you never engage with kind of their feedback, if they're offering you insights and you're kind of being dismissive, you're kind of setting up the relationship to fail. It doesn't matter if it's a third-party vendor or if it's an internal employee. It's really important that you maintain an open conversation. All these things kind of go together, right? And if you notice the theme, it's a two-way street. Marketers want to help you. They totally do. They want to help you. But if you cut them out, if you don't communicate, if you don't line up priorities, if everyone's looking at different scorecards, it's going to be very frustrating for everyone involved. And it's in your interest to make sure that you help marketers succeed. So those are the top 5. I'm curious to know what you would add or which ones you disagree with. So leave a comment below. As always, guys, it's good to see you. Leave a comment on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.